Today, friends, you are looking at Test Drive Unlimited Solar Crown. Once again, a brand new trailer just released with some incredible information. Talk about release date, location, art, and some juicy deets. Of course, a brand new trailer came out, and I'm going to be showing you it right now. It looks sick. I'm excited. I'm very much looking forward to it. And honestly, I was hoping for some gameplay. But to be honest with you, we got a date. We got some more information about how we were going to be playing this game, experiencing this game. Of course, the trailer itself was fantastical. I'm sure you've seen it now a million times yourself. It gives you a little bit more details about the type of cars we're going to see. There is absolutely no way that Mini Cooper engined BMW i8 was keeping up with that Huracan. In fact, in front of the Huracan, that's a downright lie, but we got some glimpses of what the area is going to look like, the location, everything, and we can confirm that the location is Hong Kong, which no one expected. We all expected some European place because of the plate layout, but Hong Kong, on a one-to-one scale, is just out of this world. It's beautiful, it's insane. I think this is going to be one of the closest places we could get to a Tokyo map, which is just pretty mad. So think about, it's the closest we've got to an Asian map in general in terms of these games. It's just the perfect location. Why did I not think of it? It makes total sense. Anyway, there are a couple of things to talk about on this, and of course, the first major thing that I want to dive into is the crew v crew battles, which is interesting because obviously it's then going neck and neck with the crew a little bit. But the crew isn't really going into that format now, but this name would have fit better with the crew. It's interesting. There's a big French rivalry going on between these two games. But anyway, to the detail. There are two crews in the game, and you'll be picking one of the sides and basically racing for that side, which sounds very much like the crew one. You may remember there was those crews you could pick from. But anyway, here's them talking about the details.
Beside the Solar Crown tournament, two clans face each other. We can tell you their names, the Streets and the Sharps. They both share the same love for luxury cars and competition, but each of them has their own view of the world and is ready to fight for it, both as an individual, because players will join a clan and will try to climb up the ladder within his clan, and as a group, a family trying to overthrow the other clan. The player will both belong to and evolve within their clan.
Next up, we need to talk about the fact that they mentioned it is an MMO. That's right, the multiplayer, the cross-multiplayer thing is confirmed to be back into it. And of course, that was one thing I was saying needs to be in the game. Otherwise, I would be a little bit disappointed. And it is.
It's an MMO, which means a lot of players get to play together. It's an open world, which means you can go off-road. All of the above is essential to the Test Drive Unlimited license, and we've obviously included that in Test Drive Unlimited Solar Crown.
And of course, something I shouldn't leave until last minute to say is that we have a release date. What? Which is just a little bit mental, to say the least. I was not expecting a release date. As I said, I was expecting gameplay, but to get a release date before we get gameplay is a very interesting strategy. But they did confirm that we're going to see some gameplay throughout this time. So September 22nd, 2022 is when we're going to be getting this game, which I said is very likely going to be the case. I said in my previous video about Test Drive Unlimited Solar Crown that that date sounds very possible, but I was thinking they would have gone a little bit earlier in the summer, for example, because if you consider Forza Horizon 5 is coming out this year in November, which is interesting. Next year, we're probably going to get back on track with the Forza games, and Motorsport will be launching likely in September or November, which really big alarm bells, probably September because Need for Speed is back next year in November. We've got Gran Turismo coming out next year as well. It's going to be a packed year. I'm super interested to see how this game goes. Like, I'm hoping that they've planned it perfectly. I'm hoping that they know what they're doing, but a September release date is very ballsy of them, I will say. But we got a release date for Test Drive Unlimited Solar Crown, which is just mental. I was not expecting that to be a thing. The location looks fantastic. The environment looks amazing. I am really looking forward to driving around Hong Kong. I don't know nearly anything about Hong Kong, so I'm gonna sit back and allow the game to teach me and introduce me to that world. That's something I'm super excited about, is the fact that it's going to be a world that we can explore. They're going to encourage kind of off-road exploration, on-road exploration, and obviously there's a lot of gambling. And even mention if it wasn't clear already, there's a lot of gambling. And I assume both of these vehicles, or both of the cars that are usually on screen, are usually part of rival crews. And I'm really hoping they play into this well. This is something almost kind of like the clubs that they had on Test Drive Unlimited 2, because I loved that so much. The only thing was, I never really got to experience it because there were so little players on the PlayStation 3 at that time. I was on a PlayStation 3 side of things, so I imagine the 360 people had a much better time in terms of that. And then there was all the updates that broke the game. We don't go into that, okay? We're here to talk about the next game. So, to see something like that would be super cool integrated into this game. And of course, we can probably do it just by having one or two of the crews. And that's completely ignoring the fact that we get to see crossplay be a huge thing nowadays as well. I am super much looking forward to seeing where this goes. Of course, we've got time before we're going to see gameplay, but I'm going to give some questions in this video to basically hope that they see it and possibly answer some of those questions. We've clearly seen the casino is back, and it looks like some kind of gambling system is back. So in terms of gambling away the cars, I very much am interested to see, are we going to be able to actually pink slip gamble our cars away? Can you show us that? Can you confirm that to us? I want to see it. You've shown it, teased it in the last 2 trailers, so I'm pretty certain in saying that it's likely going to be a thing. But I want to see some actual gameplay. Ultimately, above all else, I want to see gameplay. You talked about having all types of class of cars, but all we've seen so far is very rich people cars. Mostly 99% is rich people cars, including the BMW i8, which most people think is a very expensive car. But I mean, it was. But it's just a Mini Cooper. It ain't keeping up with that Huracan, and you ain't lying to me. And of course, I want to see some of the world. I want to see you guys explore it for us. And of course, I'm hoping that there's going to be a bunch of stuff hidden away in the areas, so we can actually see and explore that place for ourselves. Because none of us, again, that's the reason you chose this location. Please give us, not even just educate us on the areas, but just show us the diversity that it has to offer. Show us videos of each area, kind of like Forza does, because that would very much help people get an idea of what they can expect from the area. Of course, ultimately show us the downtown, because I want to see the downtown. That looks like the place that's for me. I ain't talking about racing in no Huracan. I'm talking about racing my Skyline, my Sylvia, my 370Z, I'm saying 350Z, my 400Z. I'm getting behind on myself there for a second. I'm just hoping that this game is as good as I am hoping, okay? We got big hopes for this game. You guys can't do us no dirty. You have to do us properly. You have to make us, this gameplay is make or break in a lot of things. This has to be next level in terms of gameplay. We've seen CGI. We have no idea what the game's going to look like other than looking at WRC gameplay, which I did in the previous videos, because that's, I imagine, the same engine. It's the same developers. It's the same things they're capable of now. But of course, I imagine they're putting a lot more money and time and effort into a game like this, because it's not one of those where you just kind of refresh the cars and refresh the rosters and refresh everything like that. It's full on. You have to do this from the go. All this stuff, other than a couple assets, are going to be new for this new location. I'm super interested, super excited, and I know you guys are too. If you're looking for more information, you're in the right place. Be sure to hit that subscribe button. Be sure to smash like, subscribe if you are new, and September 22nd next year, we're going to have a new test drive game. What? Until next time, my friends, peace.